Hello, I'm doing some prep for dinner tonight and I thought I would pop on and share with you a couple of my favorite time-saving hacks for fat loss. And there's gonna be a little bit about exercise, but it is gonna be a little more about what's going on in your kitchen. And that's because, I'll tell you something, it's kind of like money. It is really easy to spend money, but it's hard to make money. In the same way that it's really easy to overeat and eat a lot of food or high calorie foods that basically make it impossible for you to lose weight, even if you're trying really hard. And if we don't get that in check, it can just make getting results from your lifestyle choices, your workouts, the food that you're eating, because it's really hard to over exercise, but it's not hard to overeat. Most of us are overeating every single day, or at least have days that we do overeat for the most part. So I am chopping up a bunch of roasted veggies. They're gonna be roasted veggies. These are just fresh right now, obviously. But one of the things that I always do is when I'm gonna be like getting out the cutting board, getting out the knife, then I am just going to chop up as much as I possibly can. Like get everything washed, get everything chopped, get it ready to go. I have one bowl that's gonna make a mixed green salad. I have another bowl that's gonna be the roasted veggies. And then I'll leave just a couple on my board here that are gonna go onto my son's plate for dinner. So kind of batch prepping as much as you can is going to really help when it comes to having healthy foods ready to eat. And we all know that vegetables are good for us, right? Which is great. I know veggies are good for me, but the main reason that I reach for vegetables is because they fill me up. When you're looking at the food that you're eating, you have to consider the volume. Think of how much of a huge salad you can eat, and it's only like 100 calories or something like that. The more volume you put on your plate with low calorie foods like vegetables, the fuller you feel. Now, if you mix that with a healthy lean protein and maybe it was cooked in a little bit of fat, or you have some fat for roasting the veggies or the dressing, then you have a complete meal with fiber, nutrients, protein, and it's actually gonna keep you full. I find if I just focus on protein, like today I was in a rush, so I had a piece of salmon, I just ate that piece of salmon. I didn't even make a salad to go with it. Like, how am I gonna be full off of this much food in my belly? It's not gonna keep me full. If I would've had a big salad and maybe, even a little avocado or some nuts or some chickpeas, I would have been way more full. So think about the volume of the foods you eat. That is why vegetables are just another great thing to add into your diet if you're looking to slim down. Not just because of the nutrient contents and the fiber, but because it takes up space. How hard would it be to eat 1,000 calories of salad? It would be very hard. How easy is it to eat 1,000 calories of brownies? I mean, it's easy. Have 2 brownies with a little ice cream and chocolate sauce and you're already there. So keep that in mind. I do want to say that also, you guys know I'm a big fan of the fresh herbs. And again, it's the same kind of thing. Is it more just about, that I know it's good for me? Okay, it's good for me, but what I love is that herbs are great for us, but they add a ton of flavor without adding any calories. It's actually like adding basically a superfood. I consider herbs to be superfoods. They're, great for like having those anti-cancer properties in there, the phytonutrients, great for our skin, our liver. So I always chop up a bunch of herbs as well, and then some sulfur containing foods, onions and garlic, and you're good to go. I need to wash a little more of this before I keep going. But those are my main things for the kitchen. The next thing, I'm gonna kind of talk a little bit more as I chop these up about how we're handling our stress. I mean, if you've listened to any health-related podcast or read any good books or articles lately, you'll see that nowadays with science, they can prove that stress has a direct relation to how healthy we are and our body's ability to lose weight for a multitude of reasons that I don't really need to get into, but if you can find a way to manage your stress, it can really make a huge difference in your body's ability to release weight. I like to do this with yoga. I find it is the most effective at like cutting my stress in half, altering my mood, really impacting the trajectory of my day and the way that I feel. And because of that, affecting all of the people around me, affecting my perspective, all of that. So we created the Ultimate Yoga Kickstart Kit for women who want to experience yoga, but do it right from the comfort of home. All you do is press play. You have a half-hour practice laid out for you that is tailored to helping reduce stress in the body and the mind and just get you feeling like back to your normal self. Free from all the stress that accumulates in our body and our brain throughout the day. And these are 12 truly unique practices, as well as yoga pose tutorials, 3 guided meditations. I mean, if you don't have the Kickstart Kit yet, I have no clue what you're waiting for, because it is at no cost to you. Just take care of the shipping for me to send it to you, and you're good to go. You are going to absolutely love this. This has transformed the lives of so many amazing women in our community, and this could really be the perfect time to get started with fall around the corner, kids going back to school. We're all kind of getting back into routine. Half hour, 3 times a week is all that it takes. And it's a great, great way to start coming back to yourself, reducing stress, which often can help us with weight loss too. And even just like, I find yoga really helps with self-awareness. So you might notice like, oh, I'm eating because I'm bored, or I'm eating because I want a distraction, or I'm rushing through my food. Like, it'll help you notice patterns around food that could be holding you back and preventing you from getting great results. So I hope that you will take me up on this. It is a great thing to add into your routine. And like I said, if you don't have it, I don't know what you're waiting for, because it's the best ever. And that's really it. I don't think there's any secret hack to like, you know, you only have to work it out in the morning, or you always have to do just this one specific type of exercise or movement. It's really finding what works for you and finding what you can truly be consistent with and stick to. If you can stick to something for even 2-3 weeks, you'll start seeing and feeling those changes. So my best advice is to only do something that you can see yourself sticking to for the long haul, whether that's diet, nutrition, anything. Because if you can stick to it for even a few months, that's when you're gonna start seeing those amazing changes. And it is possible. I know what it feels like to be working hard and not see results. And I've spoken to so many women like that. But I think if you can really tune into what you're really doing every day, start managing your food, add in some stress reduction techniques, and then with time, start increasing your exercise, you know, focus on 1 or 2 things at a time. And I would say that focusing on stress and food is one of the best things you can do for your health and your weight in general. So I hope you found this video motivating and not preachy, because honey, I'm right in the trenches with you, okay? I'm a normal hungry woman who's over 35 now, and things are changing. But this is what helps me, and you know, over all the years of experience that I've had guiding people, teaching people, these are the things that I know make a huge impact. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. We'll see you again soon. Big hugs, lots of love. Bye-bye.